Hi everybody, Manga Corner Kevin here. Today we're finally going to talk about the Ocg Skystriker manga, or hopefully this time I don't get demonetized. I already talked about it much more in depth, but this time I'll talk more generally about volume 1, which covers chapter 1 through 6 of the Ocg manga. I'll admit, even as a Skystriker simp, when they revealed they were doing like a spin-off Yugioh manga lore thing, and they picked Skystriker, I was like, really? Why? What story is there to tell? I mean, you have loads of other archetypes that are probably more deserving than, you know, Ray. Like you have OG Ecclesia, Ib, and World Chalice. Or if you go back in my day, you talk about Shadol's and the whole Charmer storyline. But I have a feeling they probably pick Ray because maybe it's the most popular thing, so they selected that as like a we'll see what happens. Maybe it's popular with the kids, I don't know, but maybe they'll do the other archetypes in the future because it seems like this is a pretty successful manga. Anyways, what's interesting about this manga is that outside of some, you know, card text that they revealed in like a encyclopedia or guessing from card artwork, there's no real established lore, so they can pretty much do whatever they want. But all we know about Skystriker before this manga came out is that there's a girl named Ray. She has a rival character named Rose, who's a totally platonic friend, and that's about it. She transforms to like Link Monster Iron Man suits. I don't know. The manga does expand upon that. Manga Ray is a much more happy-go-lucky, you know, kind of normal shonen protagonist. Ray is apparently the last human in the world, where she is raised by her robot family. But then on her 13th birthday, some crazy stuff happens, and then she has to become a Skystriker. And at that point, it becomes full-on Skystriker fan service. As I'm reading through the chapters, honestly, every time I flip to like a moment when it happens, I did the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing me. Like, oh, I recognize that. Ha, that's pretty cool. And I'm glad every time one of those moments happens, it's really emphasized. And finally, when Ray transforms into her Kagari suit, it isn't until like chapter 6 or 5. Because I'm glad they really kept the spirit of how broken the Skystriker spells are. Every time a Skystriker spell gets revealed, it's like a full spread with really good art. And it's exciting. Here's a picture of when she does Ego Booster. My favorite moment in the manga, though, is when she uses Shark Cannon. It's amazing art. You can almost see the action come off the page. I wouldn't say it built upon the card lore, but rather it's kind of like an adaptation. I mean, there's only like a few blobs of text and card artwork to work off, right? They're doing right now for volume 1 is really great. Is it the best manga ever? No, of course not. Is it the best manga based on a card in a children's card game? Yes. It gives a piece of cardboard that I've been playing with for the last like 4 years some character. Manga Ray has to go through some heavy stuff, gang. And again, it didn't need to show those moments, like the slow moments where she's just exploring the remnants of her broken world, questioning what her purpose is, or whether or not becoming a Skystriker is like a good thing because of how much of her person she loses. Could have been non-stop action, but it isn't at the moment, and I appreciate that. There's cute stuff going on. There's Ray in a Cinderella dress, I don't know. But yes, Rose does show up, but she doesn't really show up until like near the end of this volume. But trust me, there's a lot of stuff coming to her very soon too. Because I imagine Ray being told her entire life she's the last human. All of a sudden, some random other person shows up. I think you'd be questioning a lot of things too. Of course, a lot of stuff in the manga has been turned to cards. Most of them are complete garbage, but outside of Azalea, who probably isn't going to be here until volume 2, that's basically it. I don't think you should expect any of these cards in the manga to be like good at all. But anyways, that's really all the quick thoughts I have about the Skystriker manga at the moment for volume 1. How many volumes are going to be? Maybe 2? I don't know. I think right now it's on chapter like 10. Also in manga, you can see some like art, right? See some art, sketches of Ray. It comes with a little card of Sela, which you can see that I have sleeved up, of course. And Ray sleeves. At the end of every chapter, there's a little explanation of like a key moment. Like here's her activating Engag, right? And I guess it's explaining more context to the lore of what Engag is. Maybe the effect. I don't know. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. So anyways, that's all I have about volume 1 for Skystriker manga. Let me know down below what your thoughts are. Are there any other archetypes you want to see get adapted into like a manga thing? For me, it's probably either World Challenge or like the Ecclesia thing, right? Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, sub, all that fun stuff. If you want to see more Skystriker related content. Jane.